Good morning. And no, BBC. Good morning because the Premier League neka 5 goals. Obi our positive match say no. Oh -5. In general, so when you 2 now. Nanka Arsenal ba.
Wow, team are winning 2025 bia no aboy high, no aboy.
Hello.
So team are really giving 2025.
Clinton Stanley who can wasama no can hear. Clinton Stanley.
Wow, team are winning Premier League match.
Talk about that.
2025 bia no. Bo high.
I cannot do that.
Nefato.
I cannot do that.
O club are winning Premier League
I
game.
cannot do that.
This year, yeah,
I cannot do that.
What can't they?
O club top 10 in the Premier League as original one in shows this year. So club and the Premier League goals only minus deficit goal difference now. No.
Yeah, man, yeah,
and that's what the own no. Fantastic news. So papa here.
Nyame adom.
Adwuma ko yi.
Bibie ko yi.
Fantastic. Until no need excuse be anyasa.
Debbie.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I pick Ahmad and I say pick Ahmad. Thank you very much. Ahmad, Oshemo goes than Saka and that's on Shay.
Wabo hat-trick.
Thank you very much. Ahmad Abo hat-trick before Darwin Nunes. Ahmad Abo hat-trick before Saka. Ahmad Abo hat-trick before Rashford. It is by extension in Boston Munina. How do you 2 and now you 2?
And then you
do. Break. With the handbrake this because in Kakwaya no better for them. I just say baby. Can we start, please?
Yes.
Case number 1. When are you know?
So baby, I'm imitating one.
Here, person Kobe.
Oh, Nana Kwesi Barbering Shop. Oh, Odium.
Nana Kwesi.
One Mike Grass channel.
No problem. You know, you better call. I'm not painting and I'm not painting. I'm not to any man. I'm not to any. I can't you one. I can't you. Apampemu pa na apampemu pa. Pa na empa. Say be pa empa de be transplant. Anyway. Into so quite that meet my meduma.
I be sure find out.
All right.
Some passports.
Chelsea 4 led by Danger, Kofi Boache, Bassett, Ichi. And then Makania catch him. We won't sit for you to define what wing play is. In the Premier League, wing play has changed forever. Now, wing play, no, Henry Nestati said, oh, change. And then Robert Pires took charge. But in the modern era, Sadio Mane became the head on the left, and Asala, a principal on the right. So near Ronaldo, they've transformed it. Now, Enra, sa dribbles, take-ons. Ebi na Kamalden Sulemana, ekoda ne dino. Na oya akra, na ohwebo ni bia. Fancy baby a yedru sese no. Sa kind of wing play no. Ema unya top team embo. Now, the winger takes on, dribbles, and when he is in a good position, obeshe, and also obemo obiashe.
Okay.
Until we the onimbo sharak me my message is to be Kamalden back home. Yeni kanti say oh you ready ano amaye hu. Time Ruben Amorim eye interview. Nsema okafa Kamalden.
So mo number 20 no.
Until so they ready e be ba but see enkomo we Jeff DB and I'm so DB. The man came here. Okay, yenti coach in area.
Very difficult game. Game of duels, same system. I think they did a very good job. Southampton creating space between the lines, and then the number 20 with a lot of space behind. We had some difficulties to stop that player, but then when they lose the physicality in the end of the game, in the last 30 minutes, we find the space to use. And then we could change the game, but the feeling is that we have so much to do. I felt the team really tired because Liverpool, Arsenal, 120 minutes, and then it's not just tired. The physical part of the player is the mental part of the player.
The number 20 is none other than Kamalden. Kamalden or Shasi or Techiman Liberty. Techiman Liberty, Yaroma, and then the coach. Techiman Liberty is on board division 1 Ghana. Ebaje for no money ni dun komo na na office na yete and so ka say catch Kamal say unfa end product and can the game no. Unfortunately for Kamalden Sulemana, he did not get the right transition club.
Okay.
From Norgeland, Nanka Oba Ajax, and I start Ren a comb. A honor, he could not develop well enough to get to the next level. Yakasa, he could use free Norgeland Kwa Ajax. He said, it's command. Now, he knew I'm a call Leon. Now, he come out, a start Ren. Now, he did also not come into a team that was stable. Oba Sadamten, Amwa. Into me, man, a consistent run of games. But say Obefa ball na tumrika, apa yoro a ura box num, achichi. Say o final ball and me assist obi amana nshego. Kamalden should have at least scored 2 goals yesterday. Then you can say that this is a player who has come into his own. At the end of the day, Amadine Ebodentia. End product. Into the samu promo mpeo. Baby ama sabo no born and run. Sadio Mane. Pepe. Start to finish. Ojina so sa jijo etete. Fancy. Ye jidi so betima Ismail Assar. Eba Watford.
Yeah.
Anfa and call Marseille. Call France. And also about back. You see our Crystal Palace. And say I'm on here.
Obopa.
Yeah, Reno. Or speed need to be our come but there is end
Super
product to
Sports.
support his claim. Inti yaro my next me say misumi kebi. Oni Kamalden kasa. So look, for goal share I can't game no. Yes sir. Unko baby. You need to add it or pace to bend. Obe train obe ura box no. Then I'll be. You get it. Obe yes a bolasin. No, how can I come here? You are done no. Take ons, dribbles. No, niaji. Akwa unimbo.
Alain Saint Maxima.
Then na munye. The best players. Na mo Anthony Gordon these days.
Yeah.
Newcastle Anthony Gordon.
On one friend, I mean, who reason Tiana took a best word about
Massa.
Chelsea.
Massa.
Is adding goals to from the same DRC.
Nti your best repi. Mo amon in the Kasano. Enra game no. From movement. Take which means he was excellent. But look, se Kamal ko share Manchester United Enra and then Kobe and Mohamed Din. Nka number 20 ni ebe hu nipa kroye because that was a CBS coverage, you know, US. Almost say remember the name Kamalden Suleiman. Wing play ni there. Salah ne man best Samuel Premier League. They've changed it forever. Almost the new dimension. Person. Or a Premier League Golden Boot winner from the wings. Man is same, Salah same. Until Mama Chelsea for then that will come out and that take ons and that dribbles. We are then I the ball here. Bayern Munich have always been a behemoth, like a machine. But over 53 or 54 goals at the first half of the season. It's an incredible return. The coach need you know
Super Sports.
No, you've been coached by some of the best in the world. You've played in some of the best leagues in the world, including the Bundesliga. Vincent Company, I understand him. Coach Papa Biano always takes opportunity to praise his players. Where attack now? Players being them attack near something. But a system or their tools it will bring the best out of literally everybody. Musiala, Gnabry, wine will be a bonnet there. But the main guy, the main source of goals, Akumia, is somebody who has proven time and again, say in his generation, or one of the greatest goal scorers the world has seen. And you can't even deny him. Hurricane, no, a next level guy. Mimi did say number 9, no, Team B, we are seeing your corner of Bopuma or best at all. Tenyama was said by Munich, Emma goals, baby. Players know her. He has a good unit, but coach in June too. Says Holland signing a 9.5-year deal. It's an indication of Manchester City's conviction. Say 115 charges, no.
Yeah.
I know that China. The Premier League class should learn from Manchester City. Unio musika nibi. But when you have to be ruthless, be ruthless. Omonyade. Season has been terrible. What are they doing? Almost even before Ebeko next season. So that these players would come in and they will be bedded until next year, no, or back preseason June, July, when him say Okobo. Cushion of neighbor, and yes, Anna Mukai.
Yes.
Marmouche Eba, and a Victor Reis in Soba.
Yeah.
And also check the direction the club is going in the future. Abel Ferreira and a coach ma Palmeiras. A ho and a Victor Reis ni free no. Odin common us you. We share executives from Brazilian clubs and 2 European clubs. And Okacho say ni players all hono. A man for them say William Estival on Kwane Yadi.
Enimbo, yeah.
But so ratim nima. Victor Reis like this is such a good guy. Omokachen is a man in Brighton because he'll get a bigger team. San Comono was relayed to Hugo Viana, the sporting director elect for Manchester City. And then he decided to follow suit. Hono said Brighton followed suit. And then they are beating the competition by signing him now. Manchester City say all the other clubs, they have money that you don't have. But they don't joke with sporting decisions. Julian Alvarez, because Liverpool are struggling to renew Salah, Trent, and Van Dijk. But Manchester City quickly renew Holland. It's a key member of the squad for them. Baby has seen Towono. Liverpool say when the right player is available, who needs say mommy? The right player. So a Liverpool fan sustainability. I say that. Liverpool told Luis Suarez and Daniel Sturridge in January. Liverpool told Felipe Coutinho in January. Liverpool record deal for a centre back for Virgil van Dijk in January. Told Luis Diaz in January. So Omoka say, oh, the right players are not available in January. Fancy 3.
Yes, I'll try my Drew Summer. Untimi.
Obie Pebi. To be
Tuniska.
truthful, Liverpool for not say he plays from wage bill so Matip, Thiago, Adrian. Omunina free so 3 windows in Omunto player bia. January last year, the summer window, and then this window, 3 windows. Omunto player bia so Omunya record revenue of £700 million this year. Where they can say Uniska. And look, Manchester City almost no say okay fine. Season. Next year, and they are showing signs. Chiki Begistan anyhow. But the Obedi Nadia has started working. Richard Hughes is in work or year Juma. So contract no continue extended here. That is the difference between these two clubs. One is on a different pedestal or no Juma. But Erling Haaland is going to lead the new generation of Manchester City. He's going to be the figurehead of the team. Or no anybody anymore. Until 9.5 years old, 34. What does this mean? Release clause na they will put a new one in, I'm told it's for 2029. And kind of a high release clause to ward off Real Madrid and possibly Barcelona. They would come back on Benyeska. But then the reality is that they would want to make him the face of the project. And that's exactly what they are going ahead to do, securing him. I'm told that Chicago Fire, Epenema.
Yeah. That was a crime. I was say as a major league soccer, when you want to go first, still bet me about the highest level.
Chicago Fire, beyond $20 million. And no preliminary talks on in the kind of and a sponsorship na woman. US for no friendly designated player in the MLS. You see, Neymar in the coach Jorge Jesus planning to and register in the first and foremost. I'm penny for motive. So, you answer registering because the foreign players cap number of foreign players are bit my register no. And they sacrificed him for someone because he is not readily available. The Latin Americans have a good endearing spirit in MLS, but mostly Spanish related people. But a Portuguese uncle, he has a big profile, and Chicago is a big multicultural city. A bit more bam no more Di Maria. Seriously. And you should give it a try. Other than say bet now, I'm open for winter because I'm say 22nd February number start MLS. But then the reality is that the contract will be in June. The my dream is say Chicago Fire any brepa there will be a compromise somewhere. You know pair. Nka Messi, Neymar, Suarez, Inter Miami. But baby, you just see here, you know. You should say Inter Miami person almost sure. And then the reality is that having all these guys in America would go ahead to push their game. But the reality is that and the descent has started for myself to end today on the note of Akumia's new haircut, and then a lot of issues yet to be addressed.
Okay. Well, Mr. Bray, Bishop Medasi.
Treaty. Why would you very hard now, baby Joe?
Watching the board, you.
Let me say, me twice the free baby I know for this. If I name Neymar is that big guy in the US industry in terms of even basketball players cramping most of these guys. Because Medi can't share. I said last time when Steve Curry crack an interview for Players Tribune.
Yeah.
And no more discussing or
Nipa Pane Jimmy Butler.
Say Neymar is a big guy.
Some
in that particular industry
passports.
or no maybe to me one. But you see, anytime we mention Neymar, idea will be attaching who your disappointment. But I also ask myself these questions. Say disappointment in a come on. A Neymar flaws and then the mere case with disappointment and I say expectations. And the man name my disappointment. Two different things altogether. May I strongly believe say expectations and the me say name a disappointment. Because every single player would love to have the achievement and name anyone want to career at this time. Brazil national team no, the peak of it near say Obeji World Cup the amomo. The standard to measure the greatness of every single Brazilian player is not the amount of Champions League awaje. It's not the amount of league titles awaje, but the World Cup stage, because they believe say if we are seeing now you can't World Cup nipa awaje ne dodo e omo back to back for so ye hwan e omo obi antimi from nsanye den enka omo and ye tournament we are see was suru nyina World Cup ne di kan. It is over a Brazilian top player near Bodin near the Jones near the number 10 nema wa expect say World Cup no betima ye dey agibi di amomo, but Neymar did not win the World Cup. But Neymar so more ade bi esombo in the shape of the Olympic gold medal. Was also the Copa America at the Brazil for no. And he has was also so well when it comes to European football. Confederation and the Olympics.
Yeah.
Because Copa America no ko prior no. And World Cup no mo gide so betimi adwo na Zuniga. E dey na ko war na chi. Almost lose that game no. But I strongly believe that Neymar still has the respect of many Brazilian legends. And Romario and Nkomo now only need no. You could see that there is so much respect for Neymar. The number of goals I watch with the national team, the influence I want. And after Neymar, no other player on the team the Neymar the Brazilian national team. That's a stance. Obient me, Wabeji Champions League, Waje Spanish La Liga, Waje Copa del Rey, Wabeji treble Barcelona. Had the number of goals almost say MNS no. Just he did a lot of things, but they went to me so as the Ballon d'Or. People will ask, didn't know movie from Barcelona to Paris Saint-Germain. I know say in life there are choices and decisions you make and you look back and one day you might even realize say why did I do this? But in a nutshell, I don't think Neymar will look back and say so called PSG the biggest mistake. And I know can I say the biggest mistake I will make on Abrabo. Because one Onyanisika. Two, Neymar did his best. Ultimately, we could run to the Champions League final. Do you know what I mean?
No, kind of straight. Or kind of straight. The move from Barca to Paris Saint-Germain and Sporting.
Yan shadi ABC
Sika.
On say
kind of streets.
On say PSG ankasa dominance na ankasa no. E shasi hiti up. E mo mudini yoma basoro abra Neymar ko join yoma Paris Saint-Germain. There was Kylian Mbappe already there. So if you are talking about say one mo na ko share a legacy biase with Qatar dynasty na wo Paris Saint-Germain Neymar betimi the necessity bo say ye na start e. Said ye obitimi kai say before Asan of Paris Saint-Germain ekwakobo the final of the Champions League. The last time Omobo semi-final was in 1995 no. Players Ben and I wo ho mbobodi Oma be catch us na Ronaldinho mo na mechire baby. Oma catch us na Okocha nam ha. Omobo players be Brady or George we am nam ha. But no kura ni nyame ni baby ejina sese no. Neymar so betimi the necessity bo aka said the last time at Paris Saint-Germain bought Champions League final no. Na me wo ho. It me hu ni say yeah expectations na me ejina say Neymar a disappointment. But I think Neymar's flaw does not make him a disappointment. Wa achieving Yoma Baku mienu ni miensebia, it puts him there. Ballon d'Or podium no wa frubi ontimi nye. Ebi award 11 ye bebo bona Neymar gina so. But baby on namne there, he can look back and be proud of the achievement what he make in the career. Obeka se ni potential man, but that is how football is.
Yeah.
And Brazilians for no omudru stage say no mu good sana. And you may tie the omusan pa injuries. Ronaldo de Lima, I don't record of papa issues with boom na injuries sabe day. Ebeka Ronaldinho started feeling uncomfortable one way or the other with the fitness. And then also started in the court form. It is hardly say ubenya Brazilian player or no wait to my bobo on Gina Suaka say be 40 years, 35 years, 30 there be it is not possible.
So Ballon d'Or the no say any prayer because of you say Paris Saint-Germain or born ball Palma or Beyonce or Bobo Bat. A prana nominate me anya Ballon d'Or.
A pranitia, it's a one on them. But nobody can tell us that Neymar has been a flop or a disappointment. Yeah, you do to me say Osanko Ballon d'Or, Osanko World Cup. But these are things that happen. Obi and me perfect.
And Neymar so or your fitter. Premier League go bet me abo.
Neymar born Neymar the bo papa. Neymar standard now about born in Minas. Neymar born was so
serious.
You see, let's not try and be a Ibiza and Neymar born one said or boy pa. Sa 2014, 2015, 2016. Neymar born papa. And I make us a tembiano so obi ade ye hu ni say e disappointment mo obi no ko obi nya ya kwatra